All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today is Monday, September 29th, 2025, and I am Waylon, the Indoor Farmer. Today is my original show, the first show I ever made. It's called The Indoor Farmer. And it's all about not just what I'm growing, not just about my journey of learning how to grow things, but also about everyone, about how we need each other. We need each other to grow enough food for everybody to live and sustain. And we need to promote other people who are doing some of those same things, trying to make abundance, right? Anyway, you might be catching this on the replay. We are about to play a little intro to get some notifications going, get the algorithm woke up, and we'll be right back. Let's see, what do we got? This one is 3 minutes, 55 seconds, guys. If you could help me out, hit the like button, share it with friends, share it with people, only people who have to eat. Only the people that have to eat. Otherwise, no one else. But yeah, we'll see you right back here in about 3 minutes, 40 or 55 seconds. Let's grow.
In a cold, lazy corner of the city, where the wildfire's strong and bright, lives a man named Waylon, with his green thumb at his mic. He's not your typical farmer, no fields, no barn, no plow. His farm's indoors, his harvest shared on the airwaves now. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. On Sunday, games are rolling at 5:30 they start. The Indoor Farmers Game Night, where laughter plays a part. Monday brings his story, how he learned to farm and grow. The Indoor Farmer shares his journey, making it a show. With every episode, a chapter of his life, teaching us to live more green, reducing all our strife. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. Tuesdays for the reviews of people, places, things. Waylon's got the scoop, from artisans to local wings. Wednesday we grow Wednesday, where the mind expands, discussing food and farming with experts from the lands. He's not just growing plants, but communities as well. Through his microphone he casts a spell. Thursday, people in the boxes, where stories intertwine, with guests from all walks sharing what they've seen. Each podcast is a seed planted in our mind. Waylon's cultivation of culture and of kind. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. So if you're feeling lonely or need a touch of green, tune into Waylon's podcast, where the urban farms the sea. He's not just farming indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, connecting all the dots. He's not just growing indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, connecting all the dots. In a cold-lovely corner of the city, where the wildfire strong and bright, lives the man who...
Oh, hey, named Waylon. What's up, everybody? Waylon, the indoor farmer, in the house. You know, I found out not too long ago that there's a website called the Indoor Farmer. It's like a store somewhere in like Canada. So I'm Waylon, the indoor farmer. My logo's different, all that. So whatever. It is what it is. A lot of people grow indoors, and I think the reason I named it the indoor farmer is for a sort of generic meaning, like the person who tries to grow indoors and maybe even grows enough they can sell to someone else. And there's a lot of people already doing that, right? A lot of people, microgreen farmers and even cannabis farmers, all sorts of things. So there's plenty of that out there, and I think it's just the journey of that person who tries to do it. Today we're going indoor and outdoor like we have been the last few weeks, of course. It's been a crazy year since I had these volunteer plants. You might have seen them on the thumbnail. I didn't give them any extra nutrients and stuff, and so I think today we're gonna be talking a lot about those, because it seems like, I don't know, they don't look fun as they get close to harvest. They really don't. They start looking really bad, like not like, how do I put it? Well, we'll just show you guys. It is. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't think I downloaded the photos yet, so let me do that while we talk here. Shouts out to the game night winners, of course. We had I just turned the page, didn't I? We had Brenda win. Not too, like, it was like 2 prizes difference, and Brenda won this week. It was our last playthrough of the commodities and oddities, and I've been very busy. No excuses, though. I guess I'm giving you an excuse, but the issue is, I do want to put together a list of all the winners that have won the last 3 months straight, and I have a giveaway planned, and maybe we're gonna get to that today. I also want to get to the game night winners prizes today. A lot to do today. We're gonna do it. It's Monday, the whole new week. It's time to get those engines revved up. Game night's supposed to be a fun, Sunday afternoon where we, just have some fun. It's a little work for me. It's quite a bit of work for me, we'll say, but it is still fun. But today it's time to get to work, right? Monday. Let's see. This is episode 204. 204. We're getting close to the 4-year mark. We're not quite at the 4-year mark, although I can tell you without a doubt I've done this for more than 4 years. It was a few weeks in the beginning before I could get weekly episodes going on. What did I say? Today is 29th, 2025. 2 days until October, and it's starting to show outside. And I'm gonna show you guys that through my ladies that we're about to pull up as soon as I get this upload finished. It's going to take a couple minutes, actually. Don't forget to go get yourself a number on the number post over on locals.com if you're not part of my community. Maybe you don't even know who I am. If you hang out long enough, I'll tell you about it. And if you want to join the community and go subscribe and get in on prizes, but also, help to support each other in a lot of different ways. I don't want to get into everything at the moment, but I try to be as supportive as I can to my subscribers. Just don't bug me to death about prizes. I don't have a crew of people getting the mail done, but I do keep I think I keep pretty good records. I think I'm pretty good at that. Although this isn't great to just be on a notebook. So one day we'll change that. Hey, we got a new commenter on Rumble. Thoughtcast must have your own cast, I assume. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Rumblers? We got more people on Facebook today so far, but they trickle in as the show goes on, and that might be a good reason to hold the pictures off until everybody gets in here. It's like a weird, got to wait for the algorithms. Maybe you guys could help me tag. Betty's doing that right now. Thank you very much, Betty. I do appreciate it. Brenda's in the house. Maybe we could get a few more of my subscribers in here to help tag. That would be great. don't know why I didn't think about this until now, but my water bottle, it now has the Indoor Farmer logo on it. That's what's up. Okay. I do have a bunch of pictures from the inside as well today. I did some pruning on my pepper plants. We're going to check that out. And I also, well, I guess we'll talk about it in a minute. You know what we can do while we wait? Hey, what's up, Clem? Support our rights. What's up? Raiding in here. Okay, that's awesome. Do appreciate the raid, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Typically, what I do on this show, and I'm kind of waiting for this download to finish. I messed that up a little bit this morning, but I got a bunch of pictures and video to show you guys of what's growing on in my little journey to figure out how to grow my own food and be a little more self-sustainable. So if you're coming in for the first time and you're like, well, I'm not really a gardener, neither am I. Neither am I, you guys. I'm not a gardener. I'm not a plant guy. I'm not a green thumb. Although, you get better with it over time. So maybe I might be like a yellow thumb now. That sounds weird. But anyway, the thing about growing and trying to learn this stuff is because everybody's got to eat. I say it all the time. And that's the building block off of everything else. You want to be a crypto miner. You want to be a video game player. You still got to eat. And what else? You just outsource that stuff, that knowledge of your nutrition. It's not just a fill my belly. It's your nutrition, which is medicine, which is life. And everybody just has to think about it just a little bit more. We just have to bring it back into the culture and make it fun, make it interesting, make it entertaining. And so that's the whole point of what I do. I'm kind of in the middle there as I try to figure this stuff out, trying to bring some people along with me who are also curious about, hey, well, how the hell do I grow some food? I grow cannabis as well, so there is that. But yeah, communists do not always eat. Okay, well, okay. You could definitely you could say that the goods don't match the demand in that situation for sure. But that's the whole point. Is if you don't like what's going on, we'll bring it to political arena. I'm sorry, T-cast. So think about it this way: if you guys don't like what's going on in the country, no matter where you're at on the political spectrum, start learning how to grow a little bit more of your own food. And what do? You're taking a little bit of that responsibility back to yourself. And obviously, not everybody wants responsibility, of course. Not everybody wants to grow their own food, but everybody still has to eat. So it's like you're kind of skipping over the part that we used to know, the part that used to be more important to us. And so, yeah, I think we just make it more fun, make it more entertaining in the mainstream culture. Okay, looks like our download's complete. I have to extract everything real quick, and we'll bring it up. Actually, bring up some tunes right now while we're waiting. Somebody's calling me. I can't answer that right now. Not happening. Not while the raid's going on. I mean, we can't interrupt the raid with a phone call. What the heck? Okay, guys, I'm not catching the comments at the moment while I try to get this ready for you guys to see what the hell I'm actually supposed to do on this show. So we're doing that first. I'm just gonna pop it all right here for now, and yeah, I'll pull up some of my little AI background tunes that don't get me copyright claimed on the Foos book. Obviously, if you're coming in from Thoughtcast, I appreciate you guys popping in. Even if you're talking shit in the comments, all good. If you like what you see, come on back, check us out again. Okay, I gotta put all the pictures together, but first we'll pull up some tunes. I'm glad I had the comments open. I was like, whoa, interesting. I don't get a lot of raids on the Rumble, but very, very cool. If you guys are if you're a Facebook friend or a one of my Rumble viewers, come on over to Rumble. Let's jump in the pool. Let's make the party make this party skyrocket to the moon. All right. So let me pull up these pictures. For some reason, I have to put them all together, which is annoying. Is what it is. Okay. One moment, please. But anyway, yeah, congrats to all the winners yesterday on game night. If you're popping in now with the raid, I was talking about the game show that we play on Sundays, and that game show is basically something I come up with just to give something back to my subscribers as I build a following and make it fun instead of just like here's a giveaway. You know what I mean? Make it entertaining, and we have people come up. We have different subscribers come up as players on the screen, and then they represent people in the comments who are not on screen, and they get prizes anyway that are all subscribers. So pretty cool. I'll get to these comments in a minute. You guys are blowing it up, which is not a problem for me. All right, that was my cover photo. Moving on. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. So I got a bunch of plants outside that are volunteer plants. They're voluntary plants. I'm going to regret not doing enough work with them here shortly. As soon as the here, I'll even let your freak flags fly on the screen. Let's go. Oh yeah, I didn't have it on the screen until now. Damn. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, yeah. Thanks, Thoughtcast. If you guys all leave now, have a good day. But you're about to see the fruits of my labor, if you will. My show isn't all online. It's about the work I actually do in real life to learn a little bit each week. That grind, that weekly grind, where it's the ups and the downs. A lot of people only want to show their successes. So the very first picture I took, guys, it's kind of sad. I don't know what's happening. I took some closer up pictures with a flash, but one of my plants, I don't know if you saw, some of you might have seen my live stream on my Facebook profile, like just hang out for a few minutes while I was talking to you guys in the plants, and there's a plant that had a lot more purple leaves, and it was so pretty, and that's this plant. The cold snap, I guess. I don't think it's dead. I don't think it's like gone or dead, but it freaking looks like it's crispy. When you look at them up close, it's basically just all the leaves like curled up heavily on them and just made them look bad. So I actually think it's okay, but the buds all look very kind of loose. If you know about cannabis. Oh, by the way, anybody who's still hanging out from the raid, I do a door prize on every episode. I do 5 different shows a week. They're all different. They do it for different reasons, but they're all about sustainability in some way. But anyway, the door prize is just for anybody that happens to be hanging out throughout the show until the end when I spin the wheel, which is kind of a fluctuating time, but generally around a couple hours. Anyway, moving on here, I'm just going to have to show you guys the close-ups that we took. Here, there's a little bit more light there. So that they don't look good, but these were all purpley yesterday, you know? They were looking beautiful yesterday. Got wild raspberry plants and pawpaw trees. Okay, all right. I'm getting some comments now as we show some pictures. Great raid. Yes, thanks, Thoughtful. Definitely would like to follow you here. Let me click on it. We will hit that follow button. Let's go. Have to come and check you guys out sometime for sure. Hey, Kayla, got one familiar picture or one familiar name in the comments. Yeah, let's see. Oh, we've got Margaret in there. Okay, I'm trying to sift through here. Jess, Margaret, Brenda. All right. Well, hell yeah. Let's keep it up. Keep up that energy, because this is the good stuff here. This is cannabis, of course, and I'm a disabled veteran. We talk about it all the time. I basically want to make sure veterans know, veterans know that there's another option out there besides the pre-approved options of pills, alcohol, or suicide. So, if you got to do this and it makes you happy, like it does with me. Gives me a little more appetite. You know, if that's the case with you, fuck all the haters and do what makes you happy. Not that. Wait, no, I hate that phrase. Back it up. Not do what makes you happy. Do what freaking works. Do what works. I don't know if that's a perfect phrase either, but I like it in the moment. But yeah, you can see the plants next to each other. The green, everything that's nice and green is not coming from that plant. You can see like deadening branches, like this right here where my mouse is. It's just, and you'll see some close-ups here in a minute, but yeah. Hey, and what's up, Facebookers? I got Jess, Kayla, John. How are ya? Betty, thank you again for all the tags. Yeah, like look at that. Betty's got to do all those, like work her thumbs to the bone over on Facebook, and it still doesn't really go anywhere. Facebook just, you gotta pay more to get seen. But guess what? Rumble, the freedom to raid each other and the freedom to like just actually see everybody that's on the platform. Wow, what a novel concept. Oh, a little loud with the. Yeah, I blew them off today, and I was like, man, what did I not blow them off enough? Did I not give them enough blowies? You know what I'm saying? Did they get too wet? You know, the purpley ones. But all the rest of them, though, you can see those leaves just going crazy. It really hit. Fall really hit, like, in the last day. It went from, the leaves were still kind of popping off, but just sort of a little yellowish, to them just flying off. Look at that. Just leaves everywhere. I still got more tying up to do. I hope these plants can handle the storms and weather that's going to be coming through the next month. But yeah, this one right here that we're looking at, is just something's going on there. Like, yeah, it's looking purple, but it's not. The buds aren't tightening up. They're not really, and that's probably because I wasn't giving them any extra nutrients or anything towards the end of the grow. But honestly, it can still be turned into bubble hash, no matter what comes up of it. It's just like, I think next year I'm gonna be changing some things up, because these were not meant to be out here this year. So anyway, I'm rambling, but I think I'm planning to just mow over any plants that come up next year, and just because I don't know the strain of these plants, and they've been coming up for a few years, so I'm just gonna try to take one whole year. And I guess I could put some plants that are in pots outside. I could try and do that next year, just to have something. But I don't want to let anything grow in the ground over here, so that way I know for sure what plants are growing. Although I guess I could transplant something in the ground. Think about that. Something where I know what strain it was and everything. But yeah, look at that. Like it doesn't look good, but it's actually purple. I think I got a better close-up of it. This was supposed to be a good... Let's see. There we go. It's just a bunch of the leaves that's sort of from purple to brownish, and the leaves are all curled up around the bud. It's like, that doesn't look so bad. That doesn't look bad at all right there. Wow. Kayla says you're watching 25 times. I had to leave and come back. Hey JB, come on in on the Rumble. Yeah, it's discerning for sure, but I guess that's what, it is what it is. It reminds me of the last time this happened, in which case I think I had a similar thought where the buds, they don't look great at that point. But once you get them all the way to the end, trim out those little leaves, it's a different story. So look at that. I couldn't even get in there and pull all those out. Some of those are actually pretty strong in there. They're not just popping right out. They're just curled up, probably just from the cold weather, right? What do you guys think? Clem, hell yeah, hit the Rumble. Oh, it's a Rumble heart. Yes, very cool. Hollow, I followed you. Hey, thanks. Producer K. I should be back. Hell yeah. Wasn't able to stay to get my granddaughter. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Let's see. Should pop back up here to when the raid happened. A few commenters. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I'll check that out in a little bit. Yeah, this is looks a lot better close up. Just got to get those leaves out of there. It looks like it's ready, almost ready. I need to check the trichomes. I don't think I'm actually there yet, but so here's a picture of the whole grow. All the volunteers. This was my picture on the thumbnail. Some of those look pretty damn good still. The big plant starting to close up on, starting to tighten up. The leaves are coming out. Yeah, it's kind of sad. You're coming to the end, which is good and exciting, but at the same time, it just doesn't look as vibrant and and everything as it's dying. It's clearly it's producing as much THC as possible until it dies. It's kind of sad, you guys. Okay. I got a lot more tying up to do, so I got to get back out there ASAP. So you can see all these branches that don't have anything tied up. Those are all going to get heavier, I think. I think so. Cool temps increased. Yep. What do you call it? Anthocyanin production, causing purple leaves. Yeah, I knew that can make them purple, but that was only one plant. And it was nice when it was purple, and I figured that was the cooler temps. But then it just, like I said, all the leaves just curled up on me, except for, you can see some of these at the top that look fine. They're probably getting a lot more sun. This one over here was the biggest one with some of the biggest colas, but now they look like they're smaller, but they're just tightening up. Tightening up. I'll never forget the phrase, is a frog's butt watertight? You guys ever see that? Family Matters? Steve Urkel and stuff? I think the grandma said that one time. Anyway, it's a nice big cola there. That's nice. There's going to be some good parts and there's going to be some bad parts, and that is the unfortunate truth. And I think some people try to avoid that by lollipopping to the point, and then doing a lot of topping, which I didn't do much topping. I think I topped 2 of these plants, but topping your plants, trying to keep it like a bush, but then also trimming everything underneath. And so the idea, and especially with a scrog net, people will try to just have nothing but colas, like a dozen colas just all spread out, because the cola, if you don't know about cannabis, I gotta assume there's a few people that have hung out still since the raid, so I'll explain. The cola is the top part, the piece that usually gets the biggest, I guess you might say, like this here at the top. And so people want just those. They want nothing but colas, and so they'll trim everything else off, and just that's probably a good way to do it. But I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm going to have, mostly it's all going to bubble hash. I talked about that, but this is not. I don't know the strain, and I don't expect the bud to be like top quality. Anyway, I think got a couple more pictures outside, and then we're going to go into the garden. Yeah, see, like that's looking pretty good. A little more up close. They just look so ratty with the leaves all nasty around them, You can't just, you can, but it takes so long if I was to try and get all those leaves off. I do sit there picking leaves, but it's just, that's not enough. It would never be enough, would it? Wow, Facebook, I'm not seeing any comments go through. Let's see. Let's get a hashtag WTIF out there if anybody's listening. If you're listening, hashtag WTIF. And if I can get, we got 16 people here. If I can get 4 hashtag WTIFs, I will stop and take a bong hit. It's not usually the focus of the show, but I will. And we're showing a lot of cannabis right now. It's a great time to do it. All right, there's 1. I see 2. No, 1. Lots of bubble hash coming up. Yes, Jess, lots. And you know what? I could definitely donate some to the FICO creation if you're still making that for people. There's 2. Thank you, ladies. 3. All ladies so far. Only 3 ladies. Speaking of ladies, these ladies are looking fat. Fuck yes. It's going to be so nice. Look at this big old cola right there. Top cola is pretty nice too. It looks like the should be on the top of a Christmas tree or something. Oh, John Rando, the first male hashtagger. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. I did just pack a nice clean bowl. You know what we're going to do? We're going to sweeten it up a little bit. A little rosin. How's everybody doing with the weather change? Definitely have a mental aspect to it. Seasonal depression. You feel like nobody loves you. You feel like, you just like suddenly feel like you're all alone in the world. It's just, you don't want to be cold for the next 4 months or more, depending on where you live. Just remember, there's a lot of activities to do in the wintertime. There's places to go. There's things to do. Yeah, you might get cold, but without that cold season, how would you know that you like the warm season? Anyway, cheers, everybody. Ah, yes. Terrific. All right, let's move on. I believe we might be going inside now. Nope. A couple more beautiful pictures. Trying to catch a little bit of the sunlight. That's nice. It's all by itself up there, just like chilling. It's so tall, I can't quite reach all the way up to these. Well, that's not even the biggest plant. This is just one of the taller plants. That's me. Yes, sir. Batch coming out. Okay. What's you? Okay. Highly recommend the bong hits. Okay. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. I'll tell you what. If somebody sends me a Rumble rant, I'll take another bong hit. All right. Now we're inside. We're inside, so those folks that came through on the Thoughtcast raid, you might have thought, well, this guy's not a farmer. He's growing weed. He's just growing that cannabis. But no, I grow a lot of other things. I'm growing let's see, I'll name them all off. These are pepper plants that I have to trim back, and I'm growing pineapple right there in the aquaponics system using aquaponics. And then where my phone is, my phone's about to fall as well. I can predict it. I'm predicting the future. The camera's about to fall, I should say. But anyway, it's on this table, a grow table that I have inside that is full of soil and worms and arthropods. And they, it's like a little mini ecosystem, I use an old cardboard box to throw these scraps in there. There's some spider mites on these pepper plants. Nowhere else have I seen them. I've treated other plants, but not just for the heck of it. But for some reason, they just have stayed in this area. I also saw a ladybug, which, you know what? I forgot to keep track of that ladybug. I think I might have tossed her outside. Her or him, the male ladybug. male bug. Anyway, it was interesting because oh. Okay, it fell. JB, thank you. Look at that. $1 Rumble rant for a bong hit on screen. Let's go. Looking awesome. Thank you. I did chop a whole bunch of them off though. Watch this. First person style. Look at this. Oh man. It's exciting. First person view with some of the spider mites you could see on the tops there. Really going to town. But let me pause it for a second. The plant you'll see off to the left over here is actually had the same problem, but I chopped everything off and it started growing back. It's healthy. It's looking nice. So it's interesting how, you know, they keep trying to come back, but the plant also keeps coming back, and it's just this battle going on. I'm not spraying them enough with the Prime Superior, which you see me do here in a couple more clips. I need to spray them more often for, like, you know, a week or two. Or maybe get some Pure Crop 1 down from Level Up. Seed and Garden Supply, shouts out to Level Up. By the way, you guys, I didn't mention this yet, I don't think, but if you got in, or if you didn't get in on the giveaway from Level Up Mycology that I posted on Facebook, we're going to be doing another one immediately, or whenever I can make the post. It's already approved. So another package with the same deal, $50 value, that is everything you need to grow your own medicinally psychedelic mushrooms. All mushrooms are medicinal, but, you know, not all mushrooms are psychedelic. So, oh, back to the, oh, sorry, yeah, you already tipped me, John, or JB, sorry. That was, it's awesome. We'll make some good bubble hash for sure. Yes, I think it will. It'll be decent bubble hash. Hey, Emily, how are you? Cheers. So look at that. I cut almost everything off, but there are some nice green leaves still on it, which I treated. I treated the whole plant, and then I also treated this plant over here. Forgot to get the scrap stuff out of the way first, but I sprayed it as well. Now this stuff is called Prime Superior. I think I took a picture or a video of it. I've talked about it before. It's a Bavarian Bassiana type of a mycelium that it's an inoculant. It's also a pest repellent, and it also will actually take over your pests, like the mushrooms in the mushroom people. And what's that show? It's a post-apocalyptic show. It's out there right now. Can't remember the name of it, but anyway, that's the basis of that show. Certain mushrooms can actually take over the bodies of insects and literally, you know, walk them around like zombies. But this will kill them. It takes them over and kills them. Man, I can't think of the name of that. It's still on the tip of my tongue. Cheers, great. I got package. Oh, you got the package. Awesome. Yes. Some good genetics. I think I sent you some genetics, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Spraying everything, but I need to get that. I got the plants out of, or the scraps, I guess you can call it. The trimmings. Got them out of here. Outside. Over the gully. So I just kind of sprayed in the dark areas, or sort of in the shade, I guess you could call it. And then I found this is no longer holding up this broccoli plant, so we fixed that. I do need to change this light out now that I have the new light. That is a project. I think I might need extra help or extra hands on that. I did hang the lights, this current light on myself, but that was a bitch. Heavy. It's a heavy light too. I do not want to drop it on the planties. So I got 3 little radishes. That we're looking at this. That's my mint inside the grow pot there. Then I got 1 house plant right there on the right, and then I've got these 3 radishes that I bought from the store. One of them looks pretty bad, only tiny roots or tiny leaves there, and then the other one looks a little better, and then the third one's got like flowers already, trying to make more seeds. So it's kind of funny how out of the 3 they take differently, right? That's why sometimes you have to do multiple seeds or use multiple seeds to get the outcome you want. Here's the soil that I use, guys. Big Roots. If you don't know who the Soil King is, he makes Big Root soil, and it's great stuff. I don't need to add a lot of amendments, but I'm actually basically always adding something whenever I water, because the water from my aquarium is what's being put into the grow table. So that water is always going to have beneficial bacteria and microbes and stuff, and that combination is great. Perfect. Shouts out to the Soil King. I saw him again at the Keep It Canna Fest recently. Always a good time. So I wouldn't normally recommend spraying anything on your plants during the daylight hours, but I just was kind of paranoid at the time. I wanted to make sure that at least down like underneath some of these plants and the soil, the top of the soil, the bottom few leaves of the cannabis plant that's voluntary in my table here. Another voluntary plant. Would you know it? It came from the scraps of the last bubble hash that I ran. So yeah, just kind of hitting the roots, but you really want to just hit the whole plant when the lights are out. And you can, I didn't have a lot of time for it, but you can shut the lights off for 10-15 minutes, and it's not gonna be too bad. But what I really need to do is change my light schedule, because I'm not able to. I don't stay up that late anymore. So, or I guess maybe I could just do it early, get up a little earlier one night or one day. Anyway, I digress. Leave it. They shut off around midnight. I think they're actually on 2 different light schedules, so I need to fix all that. These were purple potatoes that I had sitting there. I thought they would grow like eyes and roots, but they kind of just shriveled up. Then I got some here's the Prime Superior concentrate right there. And in that same baggie, I think I have some marigold seeds that I need to spread out and separate. I want to grow some marigolds in here. Like, this is my indoor garden. I want to try different things. But there's a big issue with the lighting. I have to get better and learn about different plants and what type of light cycle and even temperature, what kind of environment they need. And, I always thought I wouldn't have to worry about that as much when you're growing indoors. But that's literally, it's just wrong. The issue is that a lot of plants like different amounts of light, different temperatures. And so if I can successfully identify a bunch of plants that are very similar in what their likes and dislikes are, then I can fill that table up with just those plants, right? Right now, most of these things are just experimental that I have in here. It's all just for trying to grow different stuff, just to learn what it does, just to learn what it looks like, what it tastes like, what it is, as I'm learning. But if I was to be, more commercial about it, eventually having maybe multiple rooms that have a different light cycle, a different temperature, and then boom, you can have a list of vegetables or plants in general that will grow well in that environment. That's my long-term goal. Is like if once I've got Maccabees Live Market, that's my business. That's going to be my location, my living grocery store, if you will. Once I have that going, I actually want to have then different climate controlled rooms for different climates of the earth, like a mini biodome almost, and grow different types of crops in each of those different rooms. It's doable. I mean, we know it's doable. It just has to be worth it, and I have to get to that point. I'll start off with just one big room of things that grow well together, or a greenhouse. Using a greenhouse, then you can actually do all sorts of things as far as using the seasons of the year. You just wouldn't be able to grow them all year, which would be the end goal. So if that makes sense, I think it makes sense. Shoot me a message. We can find a time. I'll come help you. Yeah, I mean, if we can get you away for a bit, I think that would be good. I appreciate it. I just don't want to. Well, I don't know. There's nothing I don't want. I was gonna say I shouldn't expect you to be able to pop over and help me, but if you can get free time, I do appreciate it. Okay, well, let's see what the next. I got a couple more videos and a couple more pictures, I think. So here's a broccolin, but I'm pretty sure that broccoli doesn't. I think broccoli is a cold climate crop. It keeps growing and growing and wanting to shoot up into the ceiling, like with flowers, because it thinks it's time to make seeds. I guess, I don't know. It's confused and stressed being where it is, but it's kind of cool though, because I can still cut this off and chop it up, put it in my soup and whatever, and boom, I've got broccoli, and it just keeps growing like nonstop, like a weed. And I literally cut all the scraps. Anytime there's scraps being cut off or trimmings being cut off of these plants, I bury them into the soil, and then more broccoli ends up growing up, like from almost like a rooting vegetable. But the broccoli, or a root vegetable, I should say. They're all rooting vegetables. But the broccoli would just from the scrap pieces, from the stalks and stuff, would grow more broccoli. It's crazy. It keeps doing that. So I'm getting sick of broccoli, but it's good for you. So yeah. There's a little close up of the mint. The mint isn't like crazy minty, but I should probably give it more water. Mint is definitely a water hog. Loves water. I did water it today and did a little prime spray. Hey, thanks, Clem. Thanks for hanging out. No worries, Waylon. Oh, yeah. I'll hit you up for sure. Hey, Kyle. What's up? Let me back out and see if I can fix the Facebook comments. Hey, if we can get up to 10 people on Facebook, I'll let you guys in on the door prize as well. That's going to be the limit. Although we've got a lot of things to get done still on today's show. There's this voluntary plant. It's already got some deficiencies, but I haven't given it any kind of nutrients. It's just getting what it can from the soil that it's around, which should be decent. I mean, I'm burying lots of like fruits and vegetables and all sorts of scraps in here. No meats or cheeses, of course, or breads or anything like that, but yeah, lots of other good stuff. Like this table has a bunch of biochar in it. It's got lots of worm castings of live worms. It's good stuff. Or broccolin. It's broccolin. Dominic, the man, what's up? Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this plant. Just make it go straight to flower, I guess. It's got too much. It's getting like 16 or 18 hours of light right now, so it's not going to flower. It's just going to start stretching up to the light. Look at how there's no branches or nothing. It's just, I should top it. Yeah, I should top it one time. Although maybe I shouldn't, because it might be best if it's just straight up, you know. In about 10 minutes, we're going to do the number spin. If you guys are a subscriber on Locals, you better go get your number. Yeah, I just wanted to take a picture of these radishes. That one of them is like barely alive, and then the next one is like a little bit better than that. It's starting to make flowers. And then the third one, they all were planted at the same time. It's crazy. I think it's great. It's not that crazy, I guess, but I didn't expect that. There's a purple kohlrabi. I don't know what that I'm supposed to do with that. Is this the vegetable? Like, do you cut this big thing? I don't know. All I knew was that this was a microgreen when I first started growing it. It was a microgreen that just ended up continuing to grow after that's what like the leftover scraps that were still growing in the tray of microgreens. Put them in the table, and they started growing, and it's just, I don't know what this like is on the leaves. Well, that's some water. It's from spraying, I guess. Yeah, I see. Yeah, look at that. It's like almost the size of a football. Does anybody know about purple kohlrabi? I've never grown it before. Hey Jess, how are you? Let's get up to 10 people on the Facebook, and I'll add all the Facebookers in on the door prize in a little bit. So those are the scraps. The peppers weren't peppering enough. They weren't good enough. They were kind of shriveling. They were kind of dying. So this is what happened though when I chopped this tree. This was a much bigger pepper plant, and I chopped it way back, and it's already got new peppers growing. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We're on our way to 9 people on the Facebook. Can we get to 10? I think we can. Cheers. Oh, I should have saved that till we got to 10 people. I'll take another bong hit if we get to 10 people on Facebook. Just for you guys. Here's my pineapple. Would you like to see my pineapple? This one came from the grocery store, and it's somehow still growing. I don't know if it doesn't. My untrained eye would say it does not look healthy. But it's still pineappling. I can see that it's grown up. It's grown up like a young lad. I'm not sure if it's a male or female pineapple, but I don't know if that's the thing. Is that a male or female pineapple? That's a interesting statement, huh? Okay, so I don't know if I'm ever going to get a pineapple from this, but it seems to like the aquaponics system, and it's just experimental. So I just try shit. I don't do a ton of research on a plant before I try to grow it. I just try to grow it, and then if it doesn't work out, I'll redo a little bit of research, and then go on from there. And I checked out different ways of how to get a pineapple to root, a pineapple from the grocery store. And there's some things that I did. I tried once or twice before this and unsuccessfully, uh, because I was doing a couple of different things wrong. I don't think we need to get into it, I guess. But you can get one from the store to root. So look at this. This is, I mean, down to almost nothing. That branch is flipping me off. You guys see that? It's like that. Looks like that. Why is this branch doing this to me? You can eat that purple kohlrabi. Okay, so you can eat the big thing, Betty, like the football. Is it? Have I let it grow? Did I let it grow too big? I wonder if it's going to be like bitter. I guess a radish. I didn't know this about radishes, but a radish, if you let it get bigger, like if you don't harvest it and it just gets bigger underground, it will get more bitter. At a certain point, it gets bitter, and I had this big ass daikon radish that I grew. I mean, that thing, I was proud of that thing. You know, it was like an eggplant, You know, it was like a okay. Anyway, but it was a white radish. The first time I ever seen a white radish, I grew it. Like, whoa, why is it white? I guess some radishes are white. Who'd have thunk it? But it was an interesting experience. I chopped that bad boy up and threw it in stews and everything else, and it was fine because, you know, if you can offset the bitterness with, you know, flavors and other things, onions, and, you know, and throw it all together. I got the green onions. I love green onions, so I'm growing those, and they're going crazy. Like, they're not the greenest green onions anymore, so I don't know what's that about. Maybe some kind of nutrients issue, could be. Anyway, this branch is still flipping me off. What the heck? I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, not too big. Okay, they get too big to eat. Or you said it's not too big though. Am I reading that right, Betty? Oh, we hit 10. We hit 10. All right, well, we'll put you all on the door prize when that time comes, but you'll have to be here to win. So if you leave now, you're fine. But hey, you know, you won't get a chance to win. Cheers. Or did you mean they don't get too big to eat? There's a long delay, so I have to wait for the long delay. My apologies for the delay. Wait, what? Kyle, that was like, wow, man. I swear that's like a 30-second delay, at least, or maybe a minute now. Nah, it's like more like it would be more like 45 seconds, if anything. Okay. Next picture. If we got more, got a couple more. The cardboard that I had used to help soak up all I had overwatered the table. Right next to it down here in the corner, I have I dug a hole in the table to the bottom of it, which is about 6 inches, a little bit more if you count the outside edges of the table being being a pond liner that comes up around the outside and actually adds a little bit more height. So technically I could have more like 8 inches to 10 inches of soil in the bed in different places. And then I also have a bin that's in the back of or sort of the high end of the table, which is only a tiny bit off the ground. I need to fix it, add a little more height on the high end. And there's a big black bin that adds even more soil for things like potatoes and stuff like that. So that's how that works. But anyway, this hole that I dug into the bottom was to let me see if I overwatered the table or not. That's the hole there. So I need to find a way. I need to actually add a real drain into this table. There's no drain. The entire table, like, I've filled up with water before. I had like 10 gallons in there the other day, or like 2 weeks ago. And it took like 2 weeks for it to dry up enough to where I even wanted to water it, which was today. I watered it, watering day today, earlier. So I gave it some water. I might just do like less water and a little more, like a couple times a week instead of once a week. I watered it until it was saturated, and then looked at the hole that we're looking at right now, just to see, like, if it wasn't filling up water, that meant that the table actually absorbed all of it, and it has this as an outlet, or a almost like a drain, if you will, to let the water out. Because, like, think about the earth, or outside. This is a miniature version of outside. It doesn't have a drain. There's no drain. The drain is a river or a stream, and this hole represents that, like a lake, if you will. Imagine this is a lake, and the water that's coming in from the soil everywhere else is like underground aquifers, basically, feeding that lake. And so there's no water in it now, which means the lake be dry. The lake be dry. Look at the broccoli, just straight up to what's gonna break right through the ceiling. It's like vining. I never imagined broccoli to vine or radishes to vine. Things vine when they don't have enough light. They're like, let me find more light. Hey Rose, how are ya? Whoa, Dominic! Should have put a hole in the bottom with some rock under. Some rock under. There's some rocks in it. Dominic typed with some words, you guys. The problem with the hole in the bottom, though, I guess I need to take a picture of the bottom, and maybe we can talk about that next week. Damn, there's 2 legs that are a little thinner than the other 2 legs. Like, two of them they look like 6x2s, and I know I forgot the measurement of them, but I can figure it out. And the other 2 are more like 2x4s. Those 2x4s need a little bit more reinforcement, I think, on this table. I also thought about cutting the legs in half, so that the whole table gets closer to the ground, but not all the way to the ground. I think that would be good. I mean, honestly, when I first thought of all this, when I started conceiving these ideas and this vision, I thought I would like to be farming indoors in the like laboratory type setting. Think like Dexter's Laboratory meets like the Rainforest Cafe or whatever. And I thought I want to be at table height. I want to be able to stand up and be farming. I'm farming standing up. I don't want to have to be down on my knees in the dirt. But guess what? I still have to get down on my knees for plenty of different things. I'll let you fill in the blanks. I mean, everything that you do, even indoors, you're still going to have to get down to the floor. You know what I mean? Although it is nice, I'll admit, no, all jokes aside, it is nice having this table at that height, but a big but here. There's a big but here. It shortens my growth size, or my maximum height, I should say, maximum growth height. So you're looking at, I mean, here we'll get to the last picture and I'll walk over there and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Because this ceiling, I mean, I can show you right here actually. This ceiling is this high. This high, and if this bar represents the height of the grow table, then that's the only space I have to grow. And I always thought, I thought in my head of like outdoors, you have like you're picking vegetables and they're not that tall. Well, that isn't always the case, especially indoors where everything wants to stretch, considering the amount of light that they're getting. And so I need to increase the light, and I need to possibly lower the table a little bit. I can lower the table a little bit. Let's see. Is this it? No, a little bit more. Okay, so I wanted to turn on the RO system and also add in some minerals from Equilibrium, some powdered minerals for the old fishies and for the water itself, because I'm using this water all the time for for plants. So even if there weren't fish in it, I would still need some kind of mineral base. The fish though definitely can't just take RO water forever. I know that. But yeah, so then I just water in the powder into the grow table, because the water is always fluctuating, circulating through here. So it will, what do you call it? It'll disperse. Oh, look at that! Wow, close up on my arm. Wow, that's a HD 4K video. You guys might not be able to see how clear it is on your end, but man, it's so clear on my end. Here's my hole. Just want to show you my hole. No, but last week I talked about this. I had a bucket over it, and I believe water was coming up through the top and saturating this piece of siding that I have as the cover piece of the system. And it was good. It was bad. It was collecting up water. You can see water on both sides. Like this sort of trench in the middle, and then the side. And it was filling up, and then I would put like the cardboard here to help absorb it. But looking at it this week, it's actually this is it. Like there's no puddle like there was all the way down. And the only thing I did differently was I put a small or a smaller container on top of this instead of the bucket. It was a, what do you call it, like those Lysol wipes, like the disinfectant wipes, one of those containers. So it was like 4 inches wide maybe, so about the shape of that circle that's on it with there's this algae growing. So ended up working out quite a lot better. So now I can maybe start cleaning this up, and I actually need to be honest, this entire system needs to be taken apart. That's why I haven't added more plants in there. It's just the peppers and the pineapple. The peppers and the pineapple. I'm gonna have to transplant the pineapple. Pineapple. All right, that is that. And so yeah, I definitely need to take apart the whole aquaponics system and rebuild something or build something new. Don't let me fill in the blanks. I thought it was funny. You guys have to be able to recognize dry humor to keep up with my humor. But yeah, let's head over to the table. See if you can still get around the green screen. But yeah, this whole thing needs to be taken apart, and I might not even use the troughs at the top anymore. The wood that it's sitting on definitely is still good wood. Good wood. That's treated lumber. That's like roofing lumber. Good shit. Oh hey, I see the ladybug. Nice. It's a tiny little ladybug. It's a teeny tiny little thing. Anyway, the 2 chairs, those things are beasts. They've been holding up, these 2 metal chairs have been holding up this aquaponics system for years. This I don't know if you guys can even see it. Here you go. Follow me down here, camera. You can see this chair right here. There's one identical to it on the other side, and they're holding up the majority of the weight. I shouldn't even talk about it, actually. I shouldn't even jinx it. But yes, I need to do some work. Take this apart, and I have some ideas and plans on what to do next. But then you have over here, well, I guess I can take this off real quick. Over here, whoa, okay. yeah, we have this table, which I need to somehow fashion a drain in this end, and then I'm gonna raise that end up just like a little bit, like an inch maybe. Um, but then, secondly, I was thinking this is what I was talking about. Maybe if I cut this shorter, like this is, at this height, I could handle, or maybe kneeling down instead of bending my back all the time. But I just don't want to be down on the floor as much as possible, if that makes sense. As you get older, it makes more of a difference, I guess, as you get older. And I just thought in a facility down, in the future, a facility that has a 12-foot roof or whatever, that won't be a problem. That wouldn't be a problem in the future facility, the future Maccabees Live Market that has more room, more ceiling space. Yes, hello, back to me. Thank you. All right, let's get some numbers. Some numbers going. Numbers going. In fact, let's do this. Do this again. Filter fabric under soil and river rock under that. It's a PV fitting for a hole. Well, okay, but I'm thinking that like in a nature setting, they don't have that. I mean, I guess maybe they have deeper soil, but if I just have a hole or maybe a yeah. Anyway, basically at that same spot, the same spot where I dug that hole, I think is going to be where I would do it. That's game night. Here's the number post. Let's go. Put the comments again. What are you laughing at, JB? Which part? Okay, let's check out the numbers. A few people. Let's grow. Who are you? I'm gonna have to ask again. Margaret. Margaret got number 1 this time. I should give like I should do something special for the person that hits it first. That should be something. Maybe you get an extra spot every week if you're number 1. That'd be really cool, wouldn't it? 2. JB, number 2. JB over here on the Rumble. Cheers. Come on over to Rumble. If you got Rumble, come to Rumble. Diane, number 3. Diane, where's Diane at? Did she ever get signal back? Somebody tag Miss Diane. Capri, you're number 4, but who are you? I'm gonna just say, is this Sandy? I think it's Sandy, but she hasn't seen my message yet. So Perry Wood, number 5. Nobody, number 6. Kim Marston is number 7. Let's go. Jess, number 8. Okay, Brenda, that's understandable. I mean, or you could start cashing in some of your. I know you're hoping to win this though, so I mean, don't cash them in until I do the spin for the quarterly giveaway. But might find the use of them still. Whack it in your pocket, okay? Whack it in my pocket. All right, Frog Hopper, you're number 9. Number 9. Let's go. Miss Rose Booza, number 10. She's at a doctor's. Oh, okay. It might be in the chat. I haven't been able to see it in a little while. Kayla, number 11. Awesome. You could get on this wheel as well. If you're out there, you just have to become a subscriber. And if you don't know me that well, then I suggest checking out some of my shows, hang out for a couple weeks, and get to know the community, and then maybe subscribe if you enjoy what you see, or you think it's a value through game night and stuff. I hate to see people join just because they hope to win prizes, because that is not the point of my subscription community. Let's keep this open like that. So we got 11 numbers. For now, but you get 4 chances to win on this wheel. You do not have to be here for this. It's only people who went into that post that I just showed on screen, that commented, hit the like button, get a chance to win. Now, for the door prize, we will be adding everybody on the door prize here soon. Or, well, actually, we got a few more things to do. But at the end of the show, we add you to the door prize. If you're still here, you get a chance to win, even without being a subscriber. How much time we got? Okay, good. Good, and let's go. Oh, the trans pineapple got you? Nice. There were so many things. Being on my knees, like, so many things it could have been. It was the pineapple that got you. Ricky, what's up, my guy? Keep those tags and shares coming. We got 29 people in the house. And that's besides X and Kick, which I don't know. There might be people watching over there. If you're watching on Kick or X and you're like, why does this guy not see my comment? It's because I can't see the comments unless I keep flipping back and forth, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that until Rumble fixes it and gets it all put into one spot. Number 9. In the words of the late great Herman Cain, 999. 999. I think he passed away. If not, shouts out. Either way, I just remember his 999 plan. I got your. You got to put notifications on if you haven't yet, Rose, because I just sent you a number. I just responded to I replied to your comment. Forgot to hit like button on everybody's, but that's okay. Number 9 was who? That would be Mr. Froghopper himself. Not only a member, but also a sponsor. Let's go. All right, if you're watching and you want to be on the door prize, see a few people left on the Facebook already. If you want to be on the door prize, let me see a hashtag WTIF in the comments, and I'll add everyone on now who does that, and then at the end of the show, we'll see if there's any more. Because right now, after the spin, or after we set this up, I'm going to go over to GardenSavvy.com and do our weekly post in the Garden Savvy community. It's a cool website. It's got a lot of good resources for gardeners and new gardeners and even experienced gardeners or farmers. All right, Kayla. All right, Dominic, I'll put you on here. Rose. Jess Rosebud Prime. Diane, how'd the doctor's appointment go? Oh, after the courthouse. Okay, well, that's a weird place to see a doctor. Jess again for Rumble. Jess Rosebud Prime on Rumble. Alright, as I see them come in, I'll add you to the wheel, but let's go over to beep boop, the Garden Savvy community. And as usual, just out of laziness and sheer hard-headedness, I'm just gonna post the thumbnail from today's show in the Garden Savvy community. Let's see, how did we start last week? Like, hey, Garden Savviers. It's another week. Another fine week. Not weed, or not ween, okay. Another fine week, and it's getting close to harvest time for my volunteer outdoor plants. How about we say, let's hope for a decent and what's a good word for usable, or a decent and productive? Not exactly what I was looking for, but harvest. Tune in to the live show. I like doing this live in caps show every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time. I'm just going to put Rumble first, Facebook, because that's where all of you are, a bunch of my friends, and also on Rumble as well, 14 on the Rumble, oh yeah. Let's see. Central Time on Rumble, Facebook, Snooze, X. I gotta capitalize the two, but I'm not doing it. X, Twitch. What else? Oh yeah, and Kick. Let's grow. About that. Let's go down and let's check out the community for this week. We got some people that are okay. It's the green square. All right. Oh, hey, here's somebody that just used a piece of paper to do it instead of using the Garden Savvy tool on the website called the Garden Hortisketch. I can get you a discount on a yearly membership if anyone's interested in joining the community. I have 2 trees, a cherry and an apple tree I want to plant, but also create a vegetable plot and another seating area on the top right corner. See, that's a smart little outline there. Hortisketch can help. See, that's what's up. John knows what's going on. John is the owner of the platform. We'll give him a thumbs up. Okay, a little mini picture here of the border using the Garden Hortisketch. Okay. Oh. Okay. Here's Kayla, a post from 48 minutes ago. Montana Girls Do It Better. Fall rhubarb harvesting tonight. Don't know what I'm gonna make yet. Probably rhubarb cherry crumble. Ooh, Kayla with the rhubarb cherry crumble. Okay, let's check out the rhubarb. Oh, it's all rhubarbing. It's rhubarbing up. I don't know what you do. I mean, what you just said sounded good, but I don't know anything else you do with rhubarb. Fruitful, that's probably, yeah. That's a good one. Should have said that. If you guys are watching on Facebook or on Rumble, if you haven't done so yet, hit the hashtag WTIF, and I'll put you on the door prize wheel. There, but I'm not worried about Rose Thorn. They are, but I'm not worried about the fruits and veggies going bad before they see ready to pick. I'm in Washington State, where the weather went from 70 to 80 to 40 to 60 in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, it's gone crazy here as well. Bountiful, fruitful, yes, good words, ladies. Planting, or my outdoor plants aren't ready for all this rain. Yeah, I don't need on the wheel. Okay, no worries, Dominic. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I like to see people participate just because it feels, I don't know, for some reason I like to see it fuller, see more people on the wheel. But at the same time, I get it too. Like, I hope there's enough people who come in or watch my show on the replay who are there for the entertainment value and or the informative or motivational aspects of what I'm trying to do. Here, let's give Kayla a heart eyes strawberry. Heart eyes strawberry. Oh, another Kayla post. Oh, look at that. That is a hell of a harvest of rhubarb. What do we got here? That's cucumber, right? No, what is that? What is that, Kayla? You didn't tell me what this was. That looks like a cucumber, some kind of cucumber, but I've never seen a flower like that on a cucumber. Okay, here it is. Little pumpkins. Oh, pumpkins. That makes more sense. Give her the wow-faced cactus. It's the nicest day out today. Loving me the perfect fall weather. Yes, very fall-like. Let me get a look at these. Some trees. Those like apple trees or something. What is this, Kayla? Betty, let me get you on the wheel. Betty, you've been here the whole time. I do appreciate you hanging out. I'll just put Betty B. Betty B. Now it's raining. Got some rain. Yeah, I think we might need some rain. It's going to be close to 90 today, 85 or higher. You got some nice space out there. Got a lot of space out there in the ranch. Here's last week, got 2 likes. Awesome. I don't want to hit like on it myself. John, thanks. John has taken note of me using the platform more, I think. I haven't talked to him since. It's been over a year since I talked to him about what he's doing on this platform, and we did all that kind of meet and greet and stuff, and man, it looks like it's been updated quite a bit since then, and it's pretty good. I like it. I don't know what this says, so I can't hit the like button. Yeah, okay. Not a lot of posting right now, but people are probably not doing as much gardening indoors or outdoors, I mean. Nice. Cool. John is definitely holding it down. Looks like he hits the like button on every one of these too. I'm doing the same thing. I don't know, John. Let me know if you're popping in to watch here, because every week I post this with the episode thumbnail, and I gotta imagine that he's popped in to see the show at some point. This is like a whole segment I do now every Monday, so I think it's pretty cool. Hope it works out. It's a kind of a cool website. Actually, you know what? Before we move on, I'll just point out to those of you who are watching for the first time, you got options over here with not just this sort of social media kind of feed that you have with gardening, but you can also use the Garden Hortisketch, and you can also use the Garden AI, which is an AI based strictly on gardening and growing plants and such. So here's the Hortisketch. There's a whole bunch of tools it can do. I'm not good at it yet. I'll just be honest. I haven't messed with it enough to get good at it, and I need to just watch a tutorial or something. But it is something that could be really useful for people that have a big space and they're trying to map it out, and also keeps track of all sorts of information, like what year it is, and all the growing calendar, plus where your climate is, or what's the term, grow zone. Anyway, back to let's see, can I go to the AI this way? Suppliers, plant information, blogs, about, contact. Let's see, what's the dashboard? It's making me re-log in. I'm clearly logged in right now. Why would it send me the dashboard? Okay, garden manager, community. Let's go here, and then down here you can go to the AI. Wait, did they take it away? Where's the AI? Garden Savvy, Garden AI. Where'd you go? Maybe it's in the Garden Manager now? Oh, they really want me to re-log in. Alright, let me just do that real quick. I don't think that's the right password. Oh, it is. Okay. I'm not seeing the AI anymore. It's like they took it down. Or just a different place, different. Oh, there it is. Okay, found it. All the way back up at the top, Garden AI. And so you can actually upload pictures of your plants. Let's see, today's plants. Let's take a picture of those pepper plants and see if we can identify the problem. I don't have a picture. I just took a video. Dang it! Dang, you guys. What still pictures do I have? Let's see. Which one to use? Which one? We'll just try this one. Spell deficiencies. Got it. Just gave it a simple question. Do you see any deficiencies? Due to Garden AI's popularity, our servers are a little overloaded at the moment. Please try again later. Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Never mind then. Gotten tons of hot peppers and made my own cayenne pepper but not actually cayenne. I actually made 5 spice mixes, all from the garden. Oh, nice. That sounds really good. A whole spice mix from the garden. Apple picking. That sounds good. Oh, those are apples, pears, plums, and cherries. Oh, wow. Mini. Oh, those are going to be mini pumpkins. I see. Just gonna tag a couple of friends. For the heck of it. Just people I had in my recent tags. Okay, Rose, or anyone who doesn't see themselves on this wheel, make sure you hit the hashtag WTIF. You might have already before that, but we're going to make the wheel for the quarterly winners, or the game night winners quarterly giveaway. So yesterday was Brenda. There, just by only by 2 points, basically. Wasn't by a lot, but she got it. What am I doing? Thinking this is my other notebook. It is, but not the one I need. Not the one I need. So if you guys think that you have what it takes to win on game night, give it a try. Frog Hopper won the one before that. Let's see, Brenda won the one before that. Rose and Leslie both got one before that. There was a tie, and I didn't notice it, so I chose to give them both a spot. Leslie got before that. Oh, I'm not using. Oh, oops. I'll fix it. Just say Frog instead. Mr. Frog Hopper took a week off that week. Let's see, Rose won the week before that. Chris won before that. Leslie. Oh, call him Frog. Mr. Frog Hopper. Same few people are going to have all these spots. But anybody is welcome to play on screen. On screen. And if you're not a member of my locals community, that you can't win prizes, but you can play on screen, not in the comments. And Brenda wins a lot because she plays a lot. If other people, anybody else wanted to play, you would get chances to win. The games change. Like next week, the game is going to be different. Oh, JB. Got it. JB got a couple spots on here. Oh, wait. I think that was it. So, July, August, September. Actually, I got to take one JB off of here. Sorry, JB. That second win was on June 29th. But you definitely get the one from July 6th. And that's what's up. This is our first quarterly giveaway. The winner receives every piece of merch, every type of merch that I have right now, including this beautiful tumbler/bong convertible item here that has my logo and all the logos of my different shows on it. You'll get a magnet. Indoor Farmer magnet. It's actually pretty strong. It's a very strong magnet. It's hard to pull off sometimes. Make sure I got one still showing. And you also get a choice of a hat from what I have left, and also a what else? Oh, the shirt. I have the Indoor Farmer shirts now. A black shirt with my logo across the chest, and then we also have, of course, the banner here. Let's get the camera over this way. The banner actually shows all 5 shows as well, and it's these logos and stuff, and the show titles even might change, so it's going to be kind of rare merch that you can hold on to. Hey, Ronaldo and Margaret. JM. The 505. Let's go. Rose. I got you on there yet. That's what I'm manifesting, right, Brenda? Brenda, hit me with that sweet hashtag. Oh, you said you're not trying to get on this wheel. Or, hit me with that sweet hashtag anyway, Brenda. We'll put you on there. JB, we didn't get you on yet. You know what? Cheers, Ronaldo. I'm excited. This is crazy. I mean, I swear it felt like yesterday when I said, you know what, guys, I'm going to do a giveaway in every quarter. We do a quarterly giveaway. And boom, it's like the next day we're already there. Pretty cool. This here is the door prize, though. We'll go back to the other wheel for a second. We're going to spin this. This one's not changing. Brenda has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. Frog Hopper has 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. Rose has at least 2 spots. Yeah, 2 spots. JB has a spot, and Chris has a spot. This is going to be fun. It's going to be crazy if somebody wins it that only has 1 spot on the wheel. Oh boy. Cheers. Yes. That was fun earlier. You guys, I didn't have it up on the screen when it was happening, but I think there was like 20 or 30 people that rated the channel from Thoughtcast. Thoughtcast. It was an interesting little raid. I think I had a small raid one other time, but yeah, that was pretty cool. Whoa! No way. No way. That is crazy. Oh, you said the number wheel. I don't know. I just thought I'd put you on the door prize anyway. I need to get some stickers. You need to get some for yourself. Yeah, I'd put one up on the wall for sure. Wow. Brenda, you sure you don't want to be on the door prize now? JB. I'll tell you, that's kind of cool. I mean, very cool for you. Congratulations. But I don't have to pay shipping. Yes. We both win. We both win. That's crazy. Ooh, wow. Wow. In the words of Scoochie Boochie. Wow. Oh man, I'm not fast enough to get over here to these to these buttons. Yeah. From me, okay, Rose. Yeah. I should. I could send you some stickers. I got 2 different kinds now. All right, back to the door prize. Let's go. If you don't think you're on this wheel, speak now or forever hold your peace. 26 people in the house. If you're watching on Rumble and you want to be on the door prize wheel, which if you'd like to know what the door prize is, just ask that first, I guess. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's brisk, baby. That's not actually brisk, but it's brisk. Wow, very cool. JB gets a hat, a banner, a magnet, a shirt, and the only other tumbler besides the one that I use, which I don't have a lid on it right now because it's busted. So Chad's sending me a new one. That's what's up. Wow. I'm good. I gotta go get in the shower. Okay. No worries, Brenda. Yeah, Brenda, I hope you're not too worried. We'll get you those things. You got plenty of tickets, and we can get you any and all merch that you want. Ready for bingo. So I need a banner, t-shirt, and magnet. Wait, so what bingo? Going to real bingo? Like in real life bingo? How do you get on the door prize? How? Hashtag WTIF. I'll put you on there, Rose. I'm trying to whittle it down to people who are actually here. So you might not have heard me a few minutes ago when I said to get on the door prize. Just hit the hashtag. So you can do it over on Facebook too if you want. I'll give you a minute or two. We've got about 10 minutes left for the general end of the show, but I do want to get some of these locals winner, or not locals, but game night winners taken care of from yesterday. So I think I'm going to head over to locals after this. Watch a little Story Wars while I'm getting the game night winners taken care of. It will be a free stream on locals, so if you're not a member, you can go over there for free and join for free and watch the after show, hang out, watch party sesh for free. So at the VFW, okay, nice. What's the door prize, Rose? So if you win and you are not a subscriber, on locals, so there are some people that subscribe to my Facebook, but guys, I've explained it many times how I do not, like, I try not to give Facebook anything more than they get because of a bunch of reasons. But so if you're subscribed to me on Facebook, I appreciate the support, but I'm not doing any sort of benefits to that. Anyway, moving on. If you are not subscribed on locals at theindoorfarmer.locals.com, you get a game night ticket. So you would get a spot on game night in the audience, in the teams, to get a prize. You wouldn't have to be on screen, but you would have to be here in order to receive prizes. So if you win and if you are a subscriber, if you are part of the community, paying member, you get an Indoor Farmer coupon which can be used as a game night ticket to hold your spot in game night, not having to be there at all, which is that's a member benefit. Or you can save it up and use it for a bunch of other things. As a member, it's like store credit for our sponsors, for my merch, for like a swag pack, or a spot holder on game night. It's used for a bunch of stuff. It's like the currency in my little universe that we've created. On Facebook, okay. Ooh, that was a nice pop. Have a good day, Kayla. You out of here? Okay. Oh shoot, I can hang for 10. I can hang for 10? Oh, I see. Yeah, Rose was really close. So Brenda, forgive me, but by you saying I can hang for 10, does that mean you would like back on the door prize wheel? I'm going to pontificate on it while I take a hit here to finish out the last little gribbly bits of this bowl. Gribbly bit, I just made that up. Sounded good though. Gribbly bits. I'm a wordsmith. Somebody called me a comedian in the comments earlier. I'm thinking about it. Thinking about doing some open mic nights for fun. Just for just kind of get out of my comfort zone, you know? It's good to get out of the comfort zone. Alright, are we getting... I didn't spin this yet, did I? Alright. Oh, waiting on... you were so close. Okay. Locals for sure. theindoorfarmer.locals.com. Yeah, definitely. But actually, you don't even have to find... Here's what you do, Rose. And I'll explain it for anyone who's listening. Don't worry about finding my community. I mean, yeah, find it, but first, just go to locals.com. Locals.com, sign up, create yourself a profile or whatever for free, and then you can worry about like directly finding me. But like, it's really half the battle. The hard part to get people to do is really just to go over there and sign up. It's not like hard because people like that, it's not a bad thing. It's just, people are hesitant to spend time and effort on things that maybe they don't perceive as worth it at that moment or whatever. But I've been there for years. I'm not going anywhere. I am going to build my own website, in which case I'll probably try to have subscriptions that way too. And of course that would be the progression of things. But for now and this foreseeable future, Locals is my little home away from home, and that's the whole reason for its name. It's supposed to be meant like your like local community on the internet. Your local community on the internet. But I do agree that the name is a little bit confusing, to say the least. Confusing, to say the least. Oh, you can stay. Okay, well, we're going to spin it now then. Let's go. That would be awesome, you said? Oh, the website, yeah. Yeah, I'll have a website at some point, but it may not be what I want, like what I want right away. I have to build on it or whatever, but. Jess, Rosebud, Pretzel, Twisty the Third, Twisted Up, Contorted Rosebud, Prime, are you here? Jess Bud, Rose Thorn, not Rose Thorn, sorry, you're here. I meant like Jess Rosebud's Thorns. Are you here, Jess? Somebody can tag her if you'd like, while I'm still trying to pack this. I just keep putting it back in its original container. I don't know why. Keep it nice and clean, protected. Oh, I meant to put a little bit of mullein in here. A little bit of mullein. Just... Tonsils have been kind of acting up lately. Wonder what's going on. Hey, children. If I just might start, oh, hey, children. Start talking like that here and there. Hey, Chris. Oh, what? Family Guy reference. Hey, Chris. Alright guys, I'm seriously gonna just take one more puff on this. Looks like she's not here, so we're gonna roll one more time. Oh, she's on here twice. Dang it. One more time for the people who are here and engaging. Gotta find out who that phone call was from earlier. Let's see. Left a voicemail. Something about my next appointment. Okay. Blah blah. Doctor's appointment. She must be at the gym. I think you're right, Brenda. She got to be at the gym. Tell you what, I'm going to put a little bit of rosin on my lovely little flower patch here. Miss MJ's Baked Goods. Miss MJ's Baked Goods. Are you here? I know you're here, but let's see if this might echo. I don't know. Let's see.
Her initials, she's the queen of the bake. MJ's Baked Goods, oh what a treat to take.
Oh, MJ.
Cookies so sweet, you've got the magic touch. From your head to your feet, in your kitchen, you're the ruler of the dough. With every bite, we're lifted and we love you so. She runs a group on Facebook where the good times roll with cannabis cookies,
All right, it's
cakes,
on
and
a
ice
roll.
on parole. Her treats are legendary. They'll
Congrats to MJ. Go join the group MJ's Baked Goods on the Facebook. Very cool. Ooh. Ooh. Don't get me like that. Ooh. Oh. The rubber is starting to come apart of this my little berry. Little berry's hot knife sealing ring thingy. She's gonna get loose, kids. Oh no. Oh yeah, clean her up nice. Very nice. Great job, Barry. And congrats to Margaret. Let me put it down here. MJ. And to your question, 48. I think, unless you won some over the weekend. Oh, shouts out to Brenda. Brenda getting the second ever giveaway from the Dripping Rainbows tie-dye. Miss Sheena and Chuck's new tie-dye company, or the name of it anyway is new, but they've been doing tie-dyes for a while, including this shirt that I'm wearing. So shouts out to Sheena. MJ now has 48, but you might actually have more if because I haven't checked here. Leslie now has to have a new line, and he goes to 14. Okay. Okay. So let's go back. Oh, jeez. I'm writing on myself. Oh, Leslie's got more than that coming. Brenda got another one. Alice got her first one. Rose is getting $25 at the Drizzle Dab. Okay. All right, guys. We'll wrap this up and probably head over to locals for a few. There you go. Look at that. Congrats to JB for the quarterly giveaway, just for having the courage to come up on the screen one time. She's done it more than once, but it only took one win for her to get that, which is insane. Brenda's got 5 spots on the wheel, and here comes JB. Scoop it up. Yes. That was crazy. Anyway, y'all have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow for the Indoor Farmer Reviews, which we went to the Sip and Shop event at SunMed at another one of our sponsors, SunMed, your CBD store in Quincy, Illinois. I went there on location, and there was also a smoke shop next to it, so we did a little bit of a combo. The event, the SunMed shop itself, and the smoke shop that was literally in the same, like, right next door. So it worked out nicely. It's going to be a good size review then tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Time, so don't forget. And yeah, we're going to head over to locals for just a little bit, guys. We'll be there in just a minute, and we're out. Remember, everybody's got to eat.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wailing the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Waylon the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro setup, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Waylon's here, and he's